Most people think food is causing their bloating, but that's not the real problem. And that's exactly where most people get it wrong. Because you could be eating healthy every single day and still making your bloating worse without even realizing it. And there's a reason for that. It's not just what you eat, it's how your body is handling it. And today, I'm going to show you 7 simple foods that can actually help fix your digestion naturally. But more importantly, I'll show you what most people completely miss. And one of these is something you're probably already doing every day. Let's start simple. Number 7, ginger. If your stomach feels slow, heavy, or like food just sits there after eating, this is usually a sign your digestion isn't moving properly. And that's where ginger comes in. It helps stimulate digestion. It gets things moving, which means less time sitting in your stomach and less chance of that bloated, uncomfortable feeling. This is why people use it for nausea or after heavy meals, because it works. You don't need much. Tea meals, even a small piece after eating. Simple. But here's what matters. If your digestion is slow, everything else you eat becomes harder to process. And that's where the real problem starts. Now next, and this is important, number 6, yogurt. This has nothing to do with calories, and everything to do with your gut. Inside your digestive system, you have bacteria. And if that balance is off, digestion doesn't work properly. That's when you start noticing bloating, gas, discomfort after eating. Yogurt helps fix that. It adds beneficial bacteria back into your system. But here's where most people mess up. They choose yogurt loaded with sugar, which does the opposite. So instead of helping your gut, it makes things worse. Keep it simple, plain, natural, because if your gut is out of balance, even healthy food won't feel good. But here's the part most people completely miss. It's not just about eating better. If your digestion isn't working properly, everything you eat becomes a problem, even the good foods. Now this next one is underrated, but powerful. Number 5, papaya. And here's why it matters. Protein is one of the hardest things for your body to break down. And when it doesn't break down properly, it sits in your stomach longer. That's when you feel heavy, full, uncomfortable. Papaya helps solve that. It contains enzymes that break protein down faster, which means less pressure, less heaviness, and smoother digestion. It also contains fiber, which helps everything move through your system. So instead of sitting there, food actually flows the way it should. Now this next one seems simple, but it's one of the most important. Number 4, oats. This is all about control. Because digestion isn't just about speed, it's about consistency. Too slow, you feel stuck. Too fast, your system gets irritated. Oats help regulate that. They contain soluble fiber, which helps keep everything moving at the right pace. And this is especially important if you deal with slow digestion, irregular bowel movements, or that constant heavy feeling. This is one of the easiest habits you can add. But here's what most people don't realize. If your system isn't moving properly, bloating builds up over time. Now this next one is something you already know, but probably don't do enough. Number 3, leafy greens. And this is where most people fall short. Because it's not just about eating some greens, it's about consistency. Your digestive system needs fiber to function properly. Without it, things slow down. And when things slow down, pressure builds. And that's when bloating becomes constant. Leafy greens help prevent that. They support movement, they support your gut, and they give your body what it needs to process food properly. This isn't complicated, but it is necessary. Now next, and this is one of the easiest fixes. Number 2, bananas. If your stomach is sensitive, this is one of the safest foods you can eat. They're easy to digest. They don't irritate your system, and they help regulate digestion. But here's why they really matter. They don't leave you feeling heavy, and that's the goal. Because digestion isn't just about eating, it's about how you feel after. And finally, number 1. Number 1, fennel seeds. This is what people have been using for generations to reduce bloating and gas. And there's a reason it's lasted that long. Because it works. Fennel seeds help relax your digestive system, which allows trapped gas to move. Which means less pressure, less tightness, less discomfort. And the best part? It works fast. You don't need a full routine, just a small amount after eating. And that alone can make a difference. But now here's what really matters. Because food alone is not the full picture. And this is where most people go wrong. You can eat all the right foods, but if your habits are working against you, you'll still feel bloated. So here are a few things that make a bigger difference than people think. Slow down when you eat. Digestion starts in your mouth. If you rush, your stomach has to work harder. Drink enough water. If you're not drinking enough, your digestion slows down. Simple as that. And move your body. Even a short walk after eating can help your system process food more efficiently. These are small things, but they change everything. And most people ignore them. So here's the truth. If you feel bloated every day, it's not random. It's not something you just have to deal with. There's a reason behind it. And in most cases, it comes down to simple habits and daily choices. You don't need to overcomplicate this. Start small. Fix one thing. Then build from there. Because once your digestion improves, everything improves. You feel lighter, more comfortable, more energized, and that constant bloated feeling starts to disappear. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need complicated routines. You just need the right approach, done consistently, and sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference.